Hey, welcome. We all like to think our financial choices are super logical, right? All based on spreadsheets and budgets. But what if I told you that the biggest thing controlling your wallet isn't math, it's your feelings?
Yeah, that's really the core truth that so much financial advice just skips over. Things like fear, excitement, stress, even just boredom. These are what's really in the driver's seat when you buy something. So for a minute, let's just forget the calculator. If you want to understand your money, you've got to understand your own mind first.
And look, this isn't some kind of character flaw. It's just how we're all wired. Realizing that our feelings are in control isn't about blaming ourselves. Not at all. It's about finally getting a look at the map so we can actually steer this thing in the right direction.
And this stuff is incredibly practical. We're not talking about some abstract psychology theory here. This knowledge, when you actually apply it, can literally save you thousands of dollars and save you years of financial stress. Seriously, paying attention to your mindset really does pay off. So why does this even happen? Well, it turns out there's this constant battle for control going on inside your head, and it's between two very different systems for making decisions.
So on one side, you've got your emotional system. This thing is fast, it's instinctive, and man is it powerful. It feels things, and it wants things right now. Then on the other side, you've got the analytical system. This one's slow, it's deliberate, it's rational. It likes to think about, long-term consequences. The problem? The fast emotional system usually acts before the slow analytical one has even had a chance to boot up. And this explains a super common experience perfectly. Think about it. You have a bad day. Your emotional brain just screams for a quick fix, right? A little dopamine hit. And buying something feels good, instantly. That feeling, that's your emotional system winning the battle before your analytical brain can even pipe up and ask, hey, can we actually afford this?
And you have to know, this isn't just a struggle happening inside your own head. The entire world of retail is engineered to help your emotional brain win. The music they play, the way the store is laid out, those limited time only signs, and of course, the ultimate weapon, one-click purchasing. It's all designed to keep your logical, analytical brain quiet and on the sidelines.
So let's look at how this plays out in real life. Our emotional brain leads us into these really common traps pretty much every day. Let's see if any of these sound a little familiar. First one up, stress spending. This is the classic "I deserve it" justification, right? A little purchase gives you a temporary escape from whatever's stressing you out. But here's the catch. The financial hit from that purchase often creates more stress down the line. It just feeds this vicious cycle. Or how about this one? Boredom spending. You're not planning to buy anything, you're just scrolling. And then, boom, suddenly a package is on its way. Online shopping is so dangerous for this because it delivers that dopamine hit with almost zero friction. It's just too easy. And then there's maybe the most expensive trap of them all. Social comparison spending. That constant pressure to keep up with your friends, your family, your coworkers. It can feel like a genuine need, but you end up spending your hard-earned money based on other people's lives, not your own financial reality. Okay, so this brings us to what might be the most powerful mindset shift in this whole explainer. It's all about learning to separate two questions that our emotional brain just loves to mash together into one. The first question is, do you deserve it? And you know what? After a tough week, you absolutely deserve a break. You work hard, you deserve something nice. Your emotional brain answers this one with a huge, resounding yes, and it's not wrong.
But that has to be followed by a completely separate, totally different question: can you afford it? And this is the key. You have to realize that both things can be true at the same time. You can absolutely deserve a vacation and also absolutely not be able to afford it right now without going into debt. They are two different things.
The tool that helps you bridge that gap is called delayed gratification. And listen, this is not about depriving yourself. It's about planning. It's about reframing the thought from "I deserve this now" to "I deserve this, so I'm going to make a plan to enjoy it later without all the financial stress." And what about all that social pressure? Well, psychology has a name for that feeling. It's called the spotlight effect. It's this belief we all have that everyone is intensely focused on our car, our clothes, our phone. But the reality? Honestly, most people are way too worried about the spotlight on themselves to even notice yours. And this leads to a pretty profound way to redefine wealth. We're all trained to see wealth as stuff you can see, the fancy car, the big house. But true, lasting wealth, it's invisible. It's the financial security that you build from all the impulsive purchases you didn't make.
So how do we actually put all this into practice? Let's build a toolkit right now to help you create a healthier, more conscious relationship with your money. Probably the single most powerful tool you can start using today is time. For any non-essential, unplanned purchase, just implement a simple 24-hour waiting period. That pause is everything. It gives your slow, analytical brain the time it needs to catch up and actually have its say.
So let's put it all together. Here's your 4-step plan. First, identify your triggers. Know why you're about to buy something, not just what. Are you stressed? Bored? Second, use that pause rule we just talked about. That 24-hour buffer is your best friend against impulse. Third, connect your spending to your values. Actively ask yourself, does this purchase actually align with what matters to me in the long run? And finally, practice gratitude. Seriously, focusing on what you already have is the ultimate cure for that feeling of not enough that drives so much of our spending.
Look, at the end of the day, the goal here isn't to stop spending money. It's to stop spending it mindlessly. The whole point is to become someone who can spend extravagantly on the few things that bring you genuine, lasting value and almost nothing on all the other stuff that doesn't.
And I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Imagine looking at your bank statement for the last month. Right now, does it reflect your temporary, in-the-moment feelings? Or does it reflect your deepest, most important values? What would it take for you to make those two things line up?